Welcome everyone to this balance practice. So in today's practice, we will ground into the mat to start our practice, and then we will gently move our body, and then we will have lots of balance parts of the practice to really help improve your balance overall. So please join me in a seated position, whichever way is comfortable for you. And if you feel safe to, close down the eyes, relax the shoulders, let the hands fall wherever they want to fall. And take some deep breaths. Allowing the breath to come in and out of the nose or the mouth, it doesn't matter. Allowing yourself to root down into your sit bones, down into the mat. Making that connection with the base of the spine and the mat to help you stay focused and connected through the practice. And there is an invitation to take a couple of deeper breaths. One more deep breath. And then when you are ready, slowly open the eyes. We'll start with some hip rolls. So taking a lean out to the right knee and all the way forward to the left knee and then all the way back. Take some big circles here. And only going as big as you can go. You might be doing this in the morning, so you might feel a little stiff. And then change direction. And then gently arriving back into the center, into stillness. Take the head down so the chin comes towards the chest. Take the chin out to the left shoulder, all the way up to the ceiling or the sky, over to the right shoulder, and then all the way back down into the chest. And go now at your own pace, move in your own way, allowing yourself this connection. We'll take one more in this direction. And then when you get to the right shoulder next, change directions. Nice big circles, allowing ourselves really to move into any stiffness in the neck. Trying to relax the shoulders as much as you can. Take one more. And then arrive back into the chest at the center. Take a moment here, take a pause. And I want you just to inform yourself that you will try your best to not have any judgment on your balance or your lack of balance in today's practice. And that you will be present with your body wherever it is and meet it wherever it is. And then slowly bring the head back up to the center. Or take the legs out now, take a little shake off. And then with the knees nice and wide, place the feet down into the ground, knees rise. And then we'll drop over to the left side. Stay here once we've dropped over. Take a couple of breaths. And then now move over to the right side. And then now let's move side to side. So a nice somatic movement, bringing awareness inside. How does the body feel? How does it want to move? Going at your own pace, moving in your own way. We'll take a couple more. And then slowly come into stillness into the center. And then just bring the feet together, come into butterfly, and then just move side to side here. Allowing the bum to come off the floor if it wants to. Just bring in some movement into the hips. All right, and then come to stillness in the center. Come onto the hands and knees, however is good for you. And once we arrive here, I just want you to pat the feet out a little. And then pat the hands out. You may need to shift the weight back into the hips slightly. Maybe turn the palms over. All right, and then come into your all fours. I'm going to take some movements back and forward. So pushing bum back towards the heels. And then shifting some weight into the wrists and the arms and shoulders. And then again, moving at your own pace here in your own way. You might find that you want to start to drop the hips down, so you might want to take the hands a bit further forward. Start to bring in some movement here into the hips. You might not. Again, remembering when you practice with me that everything is available for you, and allowing yourself to really meet yourself where you are and where your body wants to go, not where you think it should go. Allowing yourself these movements to bring a bit more awareness into each body part. And then slowly come back into all fours. So we're going to lift up the right leg and place the foot nice and long down into the ground. So lengthen the leg. And then from here, just take a moment to ground yourself through your hands. I'm going to take a nice strong push into the ground with the hands and then lift up that right leg. So here, just playing with the balance, noticing if the weight starts to shift to the left side, can we try and keep it as central as possible? Trying to keep the head in line with the spine, not dropping it or rising it. And then slowly start to turn, open up the right hip, place the right foot down at an angle, reach up with that right arm. And take a nice big supported side plank with an open of the ribs and the chest. From here, we'll place the hand back down, rotate the hip back so it's square with the mat, lift up that leg still. And then we're just going to pulse the leg up and down slightly. So a couple of pulses. And then slowly step that right leg all the way forward. However it needs to get there, let it get there. Left hand is nice and grounded, right arm reaches up. Nice big twist again here. And then slowly release the hand back down, step that right leg back, and come back onto the knees. This time we're going to take that left leg out nice and long, place the feet into the ground, or the toes, sorry, and then lift up the leg, nice and balanced. Squeeze your core, squeeze and engage your glutes. Nice lengthening from toes to the head. And then slowly plant that foot down at an angle, open up the left hip, lift up with the left arm, reach up, open up into your modified side plank. Nice big breath. And then slowly bring the hand back down, turn the hip back square with the mat, and lift that leg back off of the floor. Just take a moment here to play with your balance, and then step that left leg forward. Grab the left foot however you need to. Right hand grounds into the ground. Lift up the left hand, twist through the spine. Wouldn't be a practice if I didn't make a funny word mistake. Nice big twist, nice big reach up. One more breath. And then hand comes back down to the ground. We're going to step that left leg all the way back. Lift up that leg again. Play here with the balance. And then bring left knee back down. Take a pat out of the feet. Okay, we're going to take that right leg back out again, lift it up, squeeze your glutes, activate all your muscles in your core muscles, and then lift up the left arm now. Lengthen from hand to toes. Keep the spine nice and long, head stays face down to the ground. And engage everything and notice any wobbles. And let the body deal with them. Let the body work how it needs to. And then slowly bring that left hand down to the ground. And then start to bend to the right knee. And see if you can take the right hand to the right foot. You may need to pivot on the knee of the left foot slightly to be a bit more grounded. This is just a bit of play, a little bit of fun, and then release back down. Take a moment. All right, let's take the left leg up now. Lift up the left leg, reach out the right arm. It's important that we play in our practice. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Challenging the body in fun ways. Lengthen from hand to toes. Squeeze everything tight. Nice. And then lower that right hand down. And then again, see if you can play here. Lift up the left leg. Try and grab the foot. Again, just let yourself play. Let yourself have a bit of fun. And then release down. Bring yourself back into hands and knees. Just take a moment to push back into child's pose. Head comes down to the ground. Take a breather. And we will prepare now to move through some sun salutations with some balance integrated into the salutations. Nice big breaths here. And then slowly come on to your hands and knees. We're going to tuck into downward facing dog, pedal the feet, and then walk all the way to the top of the mat. We're going to take a big rise up. Reach the hands all the way up over the head. Bring the hands down into heart center. Take a moment of pause here. And then reach the hands out by the side of the body. Take a deep breath in, rise up. Exhale, fold forward through the hips. Hands come down to the ground. Take the right leg back. Bring the knee down. Look up. Relax the right foot. Take the left leg back, knee down. Nice and grounded through hands and knees. Slowly start to shift weight forward into the shoulders. Bend the elbows, keep them close to the ribs. Chin comes down to the ground. Scoop and lift up. And then tuck the toes and lift back into downward facing dog. Tucking the toes, lifting all the way up, adjusting the feet, not the hands. Lengthening all the way up like a triangle. And then however you need to, take that right foot forward. Take that left foot forward. Big breath, rise up. Hands come to heart center. And a big breath in, rise up. And all the way out, fold forward. Left leg comes back, knee comes down, look up. Right leg comes back, knee comes down. Shift weight forwards, bend in elbows, hug into the ribs, chin comes to the chest, squeeze, slide forward. Roll up through the chest. Tuck the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Take a pedal of the feet. And then slowly step that left leg forward. Step that right leg forward. Take a big breath in, reach up. And hands come to heart center. Take a moment to pause here, hands in heart center. And then hands come to the side of the body. We'll now start to encourage some playful balance into the practice. Take a deep breath in, rise up with the arms. And keep the arms at the top, rise up with the knee. Play here with a little soft balance. Slowly start to send that right leg back, bring it down to the ground, hands come down to the ground. We're going to step back into plank position and slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Coming onto the knees if you need to, if you can't do a plank. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, tuck into downward facing dog. I'm going to rise the right leg up into three-legged dog. Open the hip, play around with the hip here. And then step that right leg all the way forward. From here, rise up with that left leg and open up the arms, rise up with the chest, coming into your warrior three or an aeroplane. Arms can be forward or out to the side. Just playing here with this pose. And then hands come back down to the ground, left leg meets the ground again. Rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Nice big breath in, rise up. Keep the arms up, lift up the left leg now. Take a moment to play with balance here. And then slowly step that left leg back. Hands come down to the ground, step back into your plank position or come onto the knees if that's too much. Inhale, come all the way down. Inhale, up, scoop. Tuck the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Take a pedal of the feet and then lift up that left leg, open the hip, play with the hip here. Allow yourself some exploration. And then slowly step that left leg forward. From here, ground through your left leg, rise up with the right leg, lift it up. When you feel safe to, you can remove the hands. If you need to keep the hands here and just play here, that's okay. So lifting up here, rising up. Nice. And then slowly, hands come back down, right foot meets the ground again. Rise up. And hands to heart center. Take a moment to take the hands out by the side. Take a moment to breathe. Just a couple of breaths here to ground us back into the center. Breathing down into the body, all the way down into the bases of the feet. And on your next inhale, rise up. On the rise here, keep the arms up, rise up with the right leg. This time we're going to wrap the right foot around the left calf or knee. And just see if we can sink in a little. Hands can stay up or come to heart center. Or they can come outside, it doesn't matter. See if you can balance here and stay here with this balance. And then slowly unhook the leg. Start to lift up the leg, bend the knee and take the foot. You may find that you stay here, that's enough. Or we can reach out the left arm, lift up the right leg a little higher, coming into your dancer's pose. Just take whatever is available for you today. That might mean that you're just here and you focus on taking a focus point and working on improving your balance in that left ankle. And then slowly release the foot. Take that step back with the right leg, rise up into your high lunge. Reach up the arms, lengthen here. Turn the back foot down at an angle, open up into your warrior two. Look down your left arm. And then plant the right hand down to the back leg. Turn the left palm up, reach up. Slowly start to turn hips to the center of the mat. Hands come down to the ground. Keep your left foot grounded and lift up your right leg. Head comes towards the knee, coming into your standing splits. Just go wherever you can. If that means you're here, that's okay. And then slowly step that right foot back to meet the left. Take a moment to come into ragdoll. Hands come to elbows. Take a sway from side to side. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a big inhale, rise up. Keep the arms up. Lift up the left leg now. Wrap it over the right leg. Hook the foot behind the calf. Hands can come into heart center. Take a little squeeze and a dip down with the bum. Playing here with the balance in the right foot. And then when you're ready, rise up, lift up that left leg behind us, so unhook it. Left hand comes to the left foot or ankle. Or it might be that you just grab your trouser. Dogs are coming back. So only wherever you can go. And then if you want to go into dances, go into dances. If we're going into dances, just be sure that the left hip doesn't open. Try and keep it as square to the mat as possible. Using the hand and the foot to push into each other and squeezing the knee into the center. And then slowly lower that left leg back down to the back of the mat. And right leg comes back, come into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Just take a moment here. Shift weight forward, drop the hips down and come into an upward facing dog. And then tuck the toes again, come into downward facing dog. And we're going to take that left leg forward now. Bring it down to the ground, rise up with that right leg, come into your standing splits. And then slowly plant that right foot down at an angle. Come up into your warrior two. Noticing that it's not the same as it was on the other side. It's a little mishmash, and that's okay. Tessie's eating the yoga mat. Right hand comes down the back of the right leg, lift up with the left arm. Take your reverse warrior. And then slowly release back into your warrior two. And then bring the right hand. Tessie, turn the right foot so it comes onto the toes, come into your high lunge. Lift up here nice and strong. And then slowly bring hands down to the ground. Step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. And then slowly bring the knees down. Take the knees out wide. Feet come together. Come into a child's pose. Stay here. Take some breaths. Take some nice big deep breaths. I have a very naughty dog. Come on. Take one more very big deep breath in child's pose. And then slowly come up. I tried to get the mat from her, and as I pulled it down the steps, she was standing on it and she was sliding down the steps like the magic carpet. All right, we're going to come up to standing. Good girl. And we're going to do a traditional tree pose. So come into standing. I'm going to take the foot to the calf, the ankle, the knee. If we're in the knee, just don't push into the knee. It's just a very light touch, or up into the thigh. So whatever feels comfortable for you in this moment. Doesn't have to be any kind of way. Once you're here, take a nice strong upright position. Take a focus point to look at, something that's not moving. And then bring the hands to heart center or bring them up over the head. Doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. We're going to try and open up the knee as much as possible, and then we're going to stay here and breathe. If you want to challenge yourself, you can close the eyes and you'll notice that your balance will go off. And you can play with opening and closing. Dancing with the balance, the uncertainty. Noticing any wobbles. If you do fall down, just come back up, it's okay. We don't need to have judgment on that. But if we do, can we observe the judgment? Can we send ourselves some compassion and some love? And then take one more very big deep breath. And then release that foot, take a shake off. And let's change sides. So taking whatever position feels good for you. And again, allowing yourself to fully arrive. Hands come to heart center or up overhead. Remembering if we can, take the knee out to the side as best we can. Really rooting through that right leg. And then taking your focus point, allowing yourself to focus. And then nice big deep breaths. If you fall down, come back up, reset as many times as you need. There really is no right or wrong. Allow yourself to meet yourself where you are. And then slowly release. Take a bounce and shake off. Let's shake the body now. Let the arms become loose. Jump around, shake around. Maybe move around your mat. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then come to stillness. And let's come down to the ground. Lay on your back. And we will finish our practice here. Getting nice and comfortable, maybe having the knees raised, let them knock into each other. Allow yourself some nice big deep breaths. If you can, maybe bring all of your awareness and attention to your hips and your lower abdomen. Maybe bring the hands there. See if we can breathe into that space. And as we exhale, allow ourselves to really soften. Observing your breath, maybe taking deeper breaths. Allowing yourself to really relax the body. Taking a moment to thank the body. Thanking the body for allowing you to move this morning or this afternoon or evening. Thanking the body for all that it does behind the scenes. Thanking the body for the movement. For your health. And for anything else that arises. And then slowly let the legs go nice and long. Take the arms up over the head and take a big full body stretch. And I want to take this moment to thank you for joining. Thank you for being present on the mat. Thank you for carving out the time to be with yourself, but also be with me. And I'm sending you all so much love. Mwah. Take care and I'll see you soon. What are you doing?